Before you comment anything, just watch the whole video, okay? Okay. First things first. I love BTS. I love RM and Jin and Suga and J-Hope and Jimin and V and Jungkook. I love their music. I own their albums. I have their posters on my wall. I wake up at 6 a.m. when a new music video drops. However, I'm not an ARMY, apparently. I've been told that I'm not an ARMY, because I'm not the kind of ARMY that ARMY wants me to be. I am multi-fandom. BTS is not my bias group. I stan a lot of groups, too many to list with the amount of characters in a Twitter bio. According to some people, that makes me a fake ARMY. If you're a hardcore ARMY watching this, don't say you're just jealous. You wish your faves could be as successful as our kings. Who? I only know BTS. Cause why? Why? So, over the past few months, I've seen ARMY progressively get worse and worse, especially like on Twitter. And you might say, why don't I just block them or mute them or unfollow them? Well, that doesn't really get rid of the problem, does it? That just like is just me avoiding it, but it's something needs to be done about it. If you see a kid being beat up at school, closing your eyes and walking the other way doesn't mean that he's not getting beat up. He's still getting beat up. It's still happening. I'm not saying that ARMY is doing the equivalent of beating someone up, but you know, they are rude to other fandoms. ARMY is just like contradicting and confusing and annoying. These are like mostly solo stans I'm talking about, not the trolls on Twitter that are purposely causing trouble, but like the normal ARMY on Twitter that consider themselves mature. Something that ARMY says to multi-stans all the time is something along the lines of, your faves were made in a factory. Hate to break it to you, but BTS was made the same way as almost every other K-pop group out there. They auditioned, they were scouted, they were put together, they didn't know each other before. That's no different. I will admit that the feel of their music is very genuine and raw, and you can tell that they like work hard on it themselves, but ARMY is under the impression that BTS is the only group that produces and writes their own music, and that is far from the truth. The list of groups that write their own lyrics and produce their own music is just endless, and saying that other groups' lyrics are meaningless is just rude and sad. Like, the other thing is that a lot of ARMY, they pride themselves in not knowing any other group. So how can they say that if they don't listen to any other songs? Like, you would only be valid in saying that other groups' lyrics are meaningless if you listened to every single K-pop song in existence, which, you know, that's kind of hard to do because there's a lot of K-pop groups and songs out there. I also see on Twitter all the time people saying like, you're just jealous. No, we're not. BTS is successful, we see that, they break records, although in reality it's ARMY breaking records, not BTS. BTS isn't doing anything, really, it's just ARMY. Anyway, that's besides the point. Impressive statistics don't necessarily mean better, and success doesn't necessarily mean the best. What the best is different for each person. Just stop saying you're just jealous, because we're not. I feel kind of bad for ARMY. BTS is too big and they're not able to interact with all of their fans, and that's something I love about K-pop, is like the connection I feel between me and my idols, even though they're on the other side of the world and speak a different language. The bigger BTS has gotten, the less I feel that connection with them. They used to be my ultimate bias group, but the more popularity they've gained, the appeal of ulting them has decreased. There are tons of K-pop groups that go on tours through several countries with benefits ranging from like high touches, fan signs, group photos, individual photos, and I was able to do all of those with my ultimate bias group when they came to America. We did a fan sign, I was able to say thank you and spend a little bit with each member. My signed album is up there. See, look, this is me and my ultimate bias in all of K-pop. Me and him, taking pictures, holding hands. Got to talk to him for like at least, I don't know, it's probably around a minute because we had to wait for the pictures to print. Got a couple with a couple of the other members too. And like, BTS will never do that in America. I don't think they would ever do that anywhere, really. Will they ever do a tour in like a 400 capacity auditorium? No matter where you sit, you're really close to them. No. They're getting to stadiums now, which basically no matter where you are in the stadium, you're gonna be far away unless you somehow get to the very front of the pit. And like all of this stuff with my Ultimate Bias group was cheaper than a GA ticket to see BTS at the Citi Field Stadium in New York. I think people should be jealous of me, you know? I got to hang out with my Ultimate Bias. I hugged him. He hugged me, actually, you know? Okay, moving on. Changing topics a little bit. This is probably the most annoying thing lately, is that ARMY are claiming that BTS is not K-pop. Okay, they kind of are K-pop because they fit in like the definition of K-pop. ARMY just says that BTS is out of K-pop's league, they shouldn't be associated with all the other mediocre artists. Major article places like the Rolling Stones and other stuff have been writing articles about BTS and calling them K-pop, and all the replies are from ARMY being like, no thank you, delete this article. Rolling Stones cancelled. ARMY gets so angry when articles talk about how BTS is helping K-pop become more popular in America and around the world because apparently they aren't K-pop. Which honestly, I don't care if they're not K-pop. But what I do care about is all of the contradicting things that come with that. If BTS isn't K-pop, then why are they still competing and performing on the K-pop shows like Inkigayo and M Countdown, Simply K-pop? Get them off those shows if they're not K-pop. Why does ARMY care about consecutive wins on those shows? Why do you trend hashtag fake love 6 win or whatever? Why do you stream to get the K-pop awards? If BTS is a K-pop, why are they still doing K-pop things, basically? Like, if ARMY is so passionate about that, they need to get BTS to stop doing the K-pop things. I'm admitting that when BTS has a comeback, other groups don't have a chance. And if BTS isn't K-pop, then that's not fair. And if BTS isn't K-pop, ARMY shouldn't care about that day song. Another random thing that I've just seen around Twitter are like people tweet like the bests of K-pop, and they have like best vocals, blah blah blah, best rap line, blah blah blah, best dancers, best concepts. And I've never seen one with BTS on it. But then there are a ton of replies like, where's BTS? BTS should be in all of these categories. How could you forget BTS? Like, from ARMY, you know? Then the people that made the tweet reply and be like, I thought BTS wasn't K-pop. Look at the title of this list. Bests of K-pop. So there's ARMY coming back on what they're saying. BTS isn't K-pop. Where's BTS on these best of K-pop lists? Not there because they're not K-pop. Guys, like, ARMY, do you hear yourselves? ARMY said that about multi-stans. They're like, multi-stans, do you hear yourselves? K-poppies, they're so stupid, they're so dumb, they're so weird and contradicting and annoying, but that's how we feel about ARMY, obviously. That's why there's this contention. Who? I only know BTS. Another phrase I've seen on Twitter all the time. I've seen most commonly like in response to other groups' achievements, like those accounts that like post K-pop achievements, or like this video got blah 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 views, this group won this, blah blah blah. The replies are always full of people saying, who? I only know BTS. The solution to this is simple. If you really don't know who they are, don't say anything. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, you know? If you're just trying to be mean, why? There's recently a video went viral of Heart like handing out flyers to promote themselves, and they handed a flyer to a girl and she was like, I only like BTS, and walked away. ARMY on Twitter claimed her as a fake fan, but how is saying, who? I only know BTS any different than what she did? exactly the same, basically. It's just she did it in person, and everyone on Twitter does it on a keyboard. So just saying it through a keyboard make it acceptable? A lot of the mature ARMY do exactly what that girl did. There's so many instances of ARMY saying things through a keyboard. There's one time where I engaged on Twitter, and that was because I saw an ARMY send it was like the Love Yourself album cover, but instead of saying love yourself, it said delete yourself. And she sent it to an XOL. Like I said, this is the only time I've engaged on Twitter, and I told this user that what she just sent was the opposite of what BTS's message was in that same picture, that image. Love yourself. Delete yourself. Total opposites. It's the opposite of the message BTS is trying to promote in their music. They would be so disappointed if they knew that someone had changed love yourself to delete yourself. This is what I told this girl, but she did not acknowledge what I was trying to say at all. She only pulled the "you're just jealous" card and said that my Twitter account was too K-poppy to have any say in it. Okay? What does that have to do with anything? This person, or whoever altered this image, literally changed it to the opposite of what BTS tries to say in their music and in the Love Yourself era. I've seen a lot of cyberbullying come from ARMY directed to other fandoms, and like, are you only allowed to love yourself if you're an ARMY? Something else kind of sad recently was a hashtag BTS, like BTS XXO. You know, like BTS XXO streaming party. Not the hashtag itself was sad, but ARMY's response to it. Apparently the hashtag started as a joke on accident, but multis ran with it and started trending. Like, it was trending. ARMY tried to put a stop to it and tried to start trending like BTS streaming party or LY streaming party. But the thing is that if you clicked on the BTS XO streaming party hashtag, everything was positivity. Positive, happiness, camaraderie, banding together of multi-fandom people. It was a great hashtag. If you read through the tweets tagged with BTS streaming party, hate, negativity, grossness, rudeness, bashing other fandoms down so that ARMY can rise up. With incidents like this, it makes sense that people would call ARMY toxic. Again, BTS's message that ARMY are so proud of, are you only allowed to love yourself if you're a hardcore ARMY? The thing that people were trying to like show in the BTS EXO streaming party hashtag was how BTS interacts with other groups, and well, especially EXO. But that is true. BTS is friends with so many groups, and I don't know why ARMY can't be friends with other groups either. Just yesterday, there was a tweet of Isaac from Intuit. So Isaac and Sunghyun blew a kiss at me at KCON.
Intuit just released.
Isaac and Sunghyun from Intuit did a reaction to Idol on their V Live the other day, and Isaac, I guess they saw BTS at a show, and they came up to them and said that we saw your reaction, you know, blah blah, it was cool. Then Isaac got on V Live again and was talking about how BTS talked to them and it made him really excited and happy, and how nice they were to him. And all of the replies to that tweet were like, well, to that clip that someone tweeted, were like, oh, our boys are so nice to other groups, blah blah blah, they're so nice. Oh, we don't deserve them, they're so humble. Yeah, they are nice. ARMY is not nice. I'm just trying to show what we see, you know? ARMY should learn from BTS how to be nice to other groups. I just feel like ARMY thinks that anyone outside of the solo stan ARMY group are anti-BTS, and that is not true. I've been called an anti. Like I said in the beginning, I love BTS and I support them. I am most definitely not trying to bring BTS down with this video or anything I do in regards to this issue. However, from my perspective, solo stan ARMY is against everyone else, anti-everyone else, anti-K-pop, and trying to kick down all other groups and fandoms. Even people who consider themselves mature, like, they're just focused on breaking records and having the success. They're like addicted to the success. And I think that's why a lot of people are attracted to BTS, is because they're successful. When there are so many groups that they would probably love, they just don't want to be considered in the fandom that isn't successful. For me, I personally just enjoy being multi-fandom. Like, I can't imagine loving dozens of groups and anticipating several comebacks a week rather than like one comeback every 4 months. I would die. It's like a comeback every day, basically. You know, comeback time. Focus on the comeback every day. Every day. I once saw a tweet on Twitter that said ARMY has their plate full of, you know, delicious food. ARMY are full. And other fandoms are hungrily looking at that plate in jealousy. My response to that is, enjoy your single serving plate, because multi-fandom people have an endless, overflowing buffet. Thanks for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long or too confusing, and that it kind of helped show where multi-fandom people are coming from, like with stuff happening on Twitter in regards to ARMY versus K-pop. I just want to like ARMY again. Anyway, bye!